Game crashed once. Things. Just regular Twitter things. Well, looks like all my PCs have gotten the seek test. Unfortunate. And what was that? Seems I got a new computer today. Starting MS-DOS. Well, this is the NuXT build. So the NuXT comes with a rather extensive manual, which I've hastily bound myself. If there's any problem in here at all, first of all, this is typically what your computer's user manual looks like. Small, only the basics, most of it's taken up by other languages that you don't speak, and so most of the paper is wasted. This thing has pretty much only English instructions, so far as I'm able to determine. But it tells you literally everything about the damn machine. Like, even the user manual directly shows schematics. That's how technically involved this thing is. And there's a helpful table of contents so you can find everything you want in this book. And yes, they did update it to the newer NuXT. This is I haven't got the board installed yet or anything, but this is the current setup with the case and everything. As you can see, I've got a blanking plate here. This came from the Packard Bell, so I had to paint it. This drive came from a different computer, and this plastic bit here, this 5 1/4 inch to 3 1/2 inch dry bay adapter, I just got that in today, and well, you know, you can see the original color of the drive inside, but I mean, if you're out from here not shining a light out, you probably won't notice it. So yeah, I got the drive in there, and look in the side, see my awful cable management and shit. Or at least better cable management than most 90s PCs had. So my motherboard cable, NuXT IDE that I might add just so I have an extra 2 GB memory card. And there's not really much because this is a very highly integrated board. You can probably hopefully see the back end of the floppy drive in there. Aww. And yeah, got the power supply in there too, but apart from that, that's me preparing the case. Blinking lights. Okay, so here's the NuXT, a little mini version of the instruction manual. This is the sound card, and here's the board itself. Nice little anti-static bag with the compact flash card. All right, I got the thing out. You want to come see? This is the video card here. This creates the video, and then under it, I think, is the V20 chip that actually does that actually processes everything. Like the V20 is the CPU, or central processing unit. It takes all the code that comes in and processes it. Speaker. These are jumpers, and this is PS2. So this is where this is where the mouse goes in. That's where the keyboard goes in. That's a parallel port. It's designed for printers. That's VGA. That's output, and this is serial, which is for data. Okay. So let me just shove this in here. So this thing is a single board computer essentially. So there's only like one real board you need to make it fully functional. I'll hang in the back like this. So this goes under the fan like so. And we plug in all the cables and we're good to go.
That's it?
That's pretty much it, yeah. This thing is really simple to set up because, well, it's a single board computer, essentially.
Did you find the biggest knife you could?
I found pretty much the biggest knife.
I didn't even know I had a knife like this.
Well, it's a bread knife, so I guess it makes sense. So this is a floppy cable for floppy drives.
Okay.
You'll notice that it's different from this cable, which is an IDE drive for the extra hard drive, even though it's just a compact flash card. So this goes in this connector here, and that gives the floppy drive data.
Okay.
So that's a data cable.
And that one goes in the one beside it?
Yep, this goes into the IDE header here. Oh, Christ. And now we got all sorts of little cables to deal with. I'm going to leave the ad lib out for now. So now, let's plug it in and see if it beeps the right way.
Those are fed.
So now we plug in the power supply. Hope nothing explodes. Now let's press the power button. Nope, got something backwards. Oh wait, I haven't tried plugging in a keyboard. It might not even boot without a keyboard attached. So let's see what it does. Oh, yeah, that would help too. I actually turned on my freaking power supply. No, whatever's going on, it's not working properly. The fuck is the problem here? Let's look in the manual. Oh, I see what that is. Ah, I see what I did wrong. That explains a lot. I had the power button in kind of the wrong pins. That would explain what I was doing wrong. So which one's okay, that's the power switch. That goes in the bottom ones here. So the reset goes above that. So yeah, just me being a dip as per usual. So that should work. Should being the key word. Never make assumptions when working with computers. They will surprise you with how stupid they can be. Fingers crossed that when I turn this thing on, yeah. Okay, that's power. Yep, I got something. It turned on and then it turned off again. Okay, so good news. I found out what the problem was. This power connector going to the floppy drive, it had 3 of the pins properly connected, but one of them was not. So now it works. Working exactly as it should. So here it is. A computer functionally identical to one in the late 80s, but in a case from the 2010s. I could do that for hours. Oh, is it reading the thing? Probably trying to seek the drive. Where's that? Oh, that's a hard disk light. So it's accessing this and loading DOS probably. It's a little blinking lights. Yeah, let's try hitting directory and see what the blinking lights do. Oh, there we go. There we go, yeah, that's working normally. Well, that proves that works. Let's get it over the bench. Right, I'm going to speed this up quite a lot. Starting now. Error loading IBM PS2 250.drive. Well, I guess my images are screwy. Right. We've got DOS 6.22 on these. Let's try to install Kermit // Okay. So this should copy Planet X3 to this directory. I'm not very great with DOS, but I can kind of figure out what I'm doing. Map files, menu.cga. I should be able to use adlib and VGA. Let's copy other stuff as well. Got Commander Keen here. What's on directory A? Install. This is an NuXT class machine. Install Sub-Zero software. Initialized. Okay. Let's see what it does here. Requires 1.5 megabytes of hard disk space. C-Keen. There we go. You're now installing the shareware episode of Commander Keen to your hard drive. Please be patient while the files are copied to your computer. We've got a couple others to deal with. We've got Planet X3 on there. Now let's get the Kermit terminal program. Once my Wi-Fi 232 modem arrives, then we're golden, pretty much. Well, looks like Commander Keen finally installed, and it's doing blinking lights on the hard disk. Congrats! XT computer with 570 kilobytes of free conventional memory. Got that. Press Enter to continue. Press C to complete installation of Commander Keen. Right. Do the good old three-finger salute. Right. Kermit goes in. That should let me access bulletin board systems when I get my Wi-Fi 232 modem. I guess one more thing we can do. Unscrupulous nonsense and network stuff. PX3. I have an adlib card. Let's see if I get sound. Yes, I do. Easy. Start game. Watch me suck at playing Planet X3.
Stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle.